the direction of their attainment. Hi, my name is Oyemike. I'm your mental health advocate, and I'll be on Aloore Radio every Monday between 10 to 11 a.m. as we navigate through the issues of mental health. You can actually live a healthy mental health. Join me every Monday by 10 a.m. as we discuss and give hope to healthy mental health. I'll see you there.
Can you hear all of my open wounds? I'm whispering as loud as the flowers bloom. I've been somewhere in the sky, don't worry, I'll be right on time if I can help it. I'm so sorry. I've been trying not to cry in the grocery store. Trying not to cry in the grocery store. Little bully inside, pinning me to the floor. Bully inside, pinning me to the floor. It must be easier than it seems, but I can't get these thorns out of my teeth. It's killing me, but I want more. It's killing me, but it's killing me,
Morning. My name is Oyenike, and I'm here again with another amazing episode on mental health. How are you? How have you been? How's your weekend? How are you? Let me ask you again. Like I always say, that several answers to that question. I can ask you, how are you? And you'll be like, I'm fine. I'm just fine. And another way I can say, how are you? And you can tell me, oh, Oyenike, I'm not fine. Oh, yes, I'm fine. I'm elated. I'm super, super fine. But you see, that question, how are you, has various answers. And that has a lot to do with your mental health. And that's why I'm here this morning to talk about you and your mental health. And I'm asking you once again if you can give me an honest answer. So this morning, Oyenika is asking you, how are you? How are you feeling? How are you psychologically, emotionally, physically? You know what? I'm not going to ask you how are you financially because I don't want to ask and I don't want you to answer me, but in every other way, how are you? How are you? I hope you're on top of your game. I hope you're in charge of your life. I hope you have not allowed what is happening around you to sink your ship. I hope you have been able to be in control of yourself, control of your environment, and control of your life. I hope your mental health is in place. I hope no one has tampered with your mental health. This morning, I'm live on Aloore Radio. You can join us on YouTube on Aloore Radio. Our website is www.alooreradio.com. And guess what? You can also reach out to us on our mobile number 0903 985 3731. It's going to be an amazing episode this morning on you and your mental health. Please stay with me and don't go yet.
I wrote this song for you, and it's your body. Ooh, it'll draw me like a banana. Yeah. Bella, oh Bella, pretty Isabella. If you see my Bella, fine past Cinderella. Hey, Bella, oh Bella, pretty Isabella. If you see my Bella, fine past Cinderella.
How are you, Cinderella? How are you, pretty? How are you, handsome? How's been your day? I'll ask you one more time. How are you? All right, so on you and your mental health, I'm going to define for you again, once again, what is mental health? Mental health compasses your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It influences cognition, perception, and behavior. It also determines how an individual handles stress, interpersonal relationships, and decision making. So when we talk about your mental health, it has to do with your entire person. It's your whole being. It has to do with your emotional, mental, physical, psychological well-being. And the reason why we're talking about this is because a lot of times people feel like I'm just not fine. I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't know why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, but something is not just right. That's why we keep talking about you and your mental health. You need to be able to place your hands on what exactly it is that is affecting you and how it is causing you to be unstable. If your mental health is not in place, there's no how your physical, emotional, psychological, or material person, you as a person, can be fine. And that's why we're putting attention and we're focusing the light on you and your mental health. This morning, I want us to focus on the topic I call stress. What is stress? I'm sure a lot of people will be like, don't go there. Oh, Nike, you're shaking the table. No, I want to break the table this morning. What is stress? And I will ask you, are you stressed? An average person on a normal day is stressed up before 10 a.m. Why? What causes stress? What does stress has to do with mental health? What is the effect of stress on your mental health? How can you ensure that you reduce what causes you to be stressed so that it reflects on your mental health? How can you adjust your plans, adjust your schedule, adjust the things you do that is causing you to be stressed? Because if you understand what stress is, you would understand the fact that it has a lot to do whether you're mentally stable or unstable. So this morning I'm going to define stress, and I want you to listen to me carefully so you can find where you are, locate yourself, and then begin to adjust. And that's the main reason why we're here, working on each other to get each other better. All right? So what is stress? Stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. I'll say that again. Stress is a feeling. I'm sure you will begin to ask yourself, when I'm stressed, I feel physical. Yes, it's a feeling. It's an emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or a demand. In short bursts, stress can be positive, such as it will help you to avoid danger or meet a deadline. But also in the negative, stress can be demanding on your emotional and physical health. So, what causes stress? Why is it that people get stressed up a lot? When we describe stress as a person's physical or emotional response to demand and pressure of life, common causes of stress include work. I'm sure you all know that we get stressed, we get to stress ourselves. By the time you overwork yourself, you have a lot of people demanding for your attention. You have your to-do list. An average person has a to-do list of maybe 1 to 10. A stressful person will have a to-do list of 1 to 20 at times. Those are the things that causes stress. Another more important thing that causes stress is money. Money. You know, there's a kind of stress that is emotional. I jokingly tell people that anytime you feel like it feels like you're having malaria, but you're not diagnosed with malaria, but it's just like a feeling when you're not feeling too good. Check your pockets, check your bank account, check your balance. At times, lack of money causes emotional stress. When you feel like you have a lot of demand and the supply is not according to the demand. When what comes in is not equal to what goes out. When what comes in is not able to finance or to sort out the demands that are coming in, it triggers emotional stress. Another thing that causes stress is relationships. Breakfast, heartbreaks. A lot of times people get stressed from emotional issues, relationship issues. Okay, somebody loves you and doesn't love you again. Somebody promised you something and the person does not promise you again. Somebody has been there for you and suddenly the help has gone. Relationships is also a trigger. It triggers stress a lot. And another thing that triggers stress is illness. A lot of times when you're ill and your body is not functioning the way it should be, then you get stressed. All these things are the causes of stress. I'm going to go over them again. Work, money, relationship, and illness.
Oh my darling, I wrote this song for you, and just your body. Ooh, you draw me like a guano. Yeah. Bella, oh, Bella. Pretty Isabella. If you see my Bella, fine passing Cinderella. Bella, oh, Bella. Pretty Isabella. If you see my Bella, fine passing that Bella, Bella. Sempre, tempo sempre. If you see my Bella, Bella. Sempre, tempo sempre. You got to know the way where you find and they make me just so low. Yeah, you got to know the way where you find and they make me just so low. You give me ginger, my baby, want to kiss somebody. You give me fever, and now you can still be my medicine. You give me ginger, my baby, want to kiss somebody. You give me fever, and now you can still be my medicine. Bella, oh, Bella, oh, Bella.
All right, let's go on. What are the causes of stress? What are the things that trigger stress? We spoke about it. We talked about work, money, relationship, and illness. Another thing that causes stress a lot of times is anxiety. You're anxious about tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow holds. You're not sure about tomorrow. You're not sure about the future. You're not certain about the things that you have set in front of you. You're not even sure about what tomorrow promises. All these things are triggers, and they trigger stress, and stress is always a pressure. It affects your mental health. So I'm going to tell you this morning how you can avoid stress. Listen, I didn't say how you can stop stress, but you can avoid it. Meaning you can limit or you can reduce the effect of stress on your mental health. The first thing you need to do when it comes to avoiding stress or how you can limit it is, number one, take control. How do you take control? You know, there's certain things that happen to us that they happen coincidentally. You're not on top of your game. You allow things to happen to you anyhow. Whatever comes your way that you take. No, you have to ensure that you're in control of your life. You're in control of what happens to you, what people say to you, what people do to you, the opportunities that come to you, or what people take away from you. That's why you need to be in control of your life. You need to understand the fact that you are in charge. Whatever happens to you alone, and there'll be nobody there to support you if anything goes wrong. That's why you need to be in control of your life, be in control of your work, be in control of your environment, be in control of your space. The second thing you need to understand is you need to connect with people. You know, when it comes to the issue of stress, a lot of times some people have understood how to manage stress. Take, for example, some people would understand that anytime I'm stressed out, I just need to hang out with friends. I just need to go out, just go watch a movie, go for a break, go swimming, go bowling, just go and play table tennis, go and play a game. Why? Because each time you connect with people, the tension is reduced. You breathe in some fresh oxygen, and then the pressure of the stress begins to go down gradually. Sometimes to reduce stress, all you need to do is just step out there and have a bottle of chilled drink, and you'll be fine. Why? Because what happens is your body begins to adjust. You ask yourself, what's the way forward? All you need to do is just see clearer, because the solution is right there. But when you're muddled up and you're stressed up, you will not be able to see it. All right? Another way to have to reduce stress is to avoid unhealthy habits. Avoid unhealthy habits. And I'm going to say this. A lot of times an average person have a lot of unhealthy habits. I'll give you one. Some of us stay on so late with our phones, with our gadgets, and we take away from the time we're required to rest. I hope you know that your body requires at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. If you see anybody under a lot of stress, under tension, under pressure, ask the person, when was the last time you had a good night's sleep? Can we stop this habit of staying up all night because we're on social media, we're consuming garbage in, garbage out? Can you drop that phone far away from your bed and close your eyes and sleep? This is one major unhealthy habit that causes stress. But we think we're having a nice time. No, at the end of the day, you wake up tired, you wake up fatigued, you wake up with eye bags, you wake up not understanding how your body is feeling. Why? Because you don't have enough sleep. Stress causes your mental health to drain fast. And that's why we're saying you need to avoid stress. One other way that you need to work and avoid stress is to ensure that you have some me time. What do I call me time? Just you alone. You're not hanging out with friends, you're not hanging out with anybody, you're not doing anything, you're just alone with yourself. There's something I call alone with myself, alone with my thoughts. Just get something nice. For you, you don't have to buy anything expensive. You can just open a bottle of wine, just have something nice, something chilled, something sweet, something refreshing. Just lock yourself up in a place or just go out there in the woods. Enjoy yourself, just you alone. Those kind of times you are able to unwind, you're able to express yourself, you're able to scream, laugh, shout. Just take some time out and just watch movies, laugh, watch comedies. Me time would help you to avoid stress. What are we driving at? We're trying to see how to reduce the effect of stress on your mental health. Alright, another thing that we can use to reduce stress or to avoid stress is to work smart and not hard. I'll say that again. You need to learn to work smarter and not just harder. And let me differentiate the difference. Let me tell you the difference between working smart and working hard. A lot of times when you're working hard, you tend to put all your energy into one thing. You want to do a lot of things at the same time. You want to use all your energy and all your resources to solve a problem. But what does it mean to work smart? Working smart means you can get the help of others. You can use technology. You can use workers. You can reduce your stress by giving other people opportunities to do things for you. Some people have a weakness. All they want to do is do for themselves. You want to do everything yourself. You're a perfectionist. Nobody can help you. Can you also learn to outsource some of these things? Can you learn to outsource some of the things that you're doing right now that can reduce or avoid stress for you? You see, because when you work smart and you use other things and other equipment, you can use technology to advancement. Science is there to help you. You begin to work smart and not hard. That's one of the reasons or one of the ways you can avoid or reduce stress for yourself. I'll give you one more before I go on this particular topic of avoiding stress. One other thing I want you to understand is you need to help others. This sounds funny, but you can reduce your stress or avoid stress when you help other people. I don't know about you, but personally, anytime I have the opportunity to help people, it gives me joy, it gives me happiness, it gives me satisfaction. And anytime you're satisfied, you enjoy what you're doing, it gives you hope, it gives you stress-free life. You're just happy you're doing something good for someone, and that is a very good way to reduce and to avoid stress. You know what? Because whatever comes around goes around. When you help people, help will also come for you. So what are the things that I said you need to do to avoid stress? Number one, take control of your time, take control of your environment, take control of your resources, take control of yourself. Number two, connect with people, have some me time, avoid unhealthy habits, work smart and not hard, help others. And the last thing is be active. Some people just sit in one space. All you do is the same routine over and over again. You're not dynamic in your work. You're just there enjoying your boredom. You need to step out there and be active. Get involved in some social work. Volunteer when it comes to doing things for people. Ask for people if you can work for them for free. Begin to expand your mind, expand your social network, meet with new people. Don't be an introvert. Step out there, be an extrovert. Balance it. Meet new people, meet new opportunities, and guess what? You reduce stress drastically and you become a better person. What are we talking about? We're talking about stress, the effect of stress on your mental health. And this is Aloore Radio. You can follow us on YouTube on Aloore Radio, on our website on www.aloreradio.com. And also you can follow us by calling us on our mobile 0903 9853 731 0903 9853 731. This is Aloore Radio.
Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my own. Whenever you doubt it, I'll be letting you know. Oh, girl, I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm and take me as I am. Baby, it's magic anytime that we're together. I make I just love you and hold you for my hand. Hold you for my hand, hold you for my hand. Hold you for my hand.
Over and over again, yeah, my love is burning, babe. Feels like time is frozen and night is for us. We're alone again, every moment's golden, yeah. Feelings I've been holding in, it must be love.
Whenever I'm broken, you make me feel whole. Whenever I'm lonely, you're there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my own. Whenever you doubt it, I'll be letting you know. Whoa, girl, I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm and take me as I am. Baby, it's magic anytime that we're together. I make her just love you and hold you for my hand. Hold you for my hand.
There's another thing you can do to avoid stress or to reduce the effect of stress on your mental health. Anytime you feel loved, anytime you're around people that you love, people that care about you, it reduces your stress, which affects your mental health. So why not stay more with people that appreciate you, people that love you? Why not stay more around people that appreciate what you are, who you are to them? Why not stay more with avoid negative energy and stay more with positive energy? I'm sure there's somebody somewhere that loves you, somebody somewhere that cares about you, somebody somewhere that is ready to go all out for you. So why not stay more with such people? Surround yourself with people like that. It will help you to reduce or avoid stress, which on the long run will help you to become better and give you a healthy mental health. Let me tell you something. Being loved is so sweet. Being loved is so wonderful. Being loved is something that helps everybody to become better at whatever they do. So why not just put a call through to somebody that loves you this morning, or somebody that you love, somebody that cares about you, somebody that wants to hear your voice constantly, somebody that is excited to know that you're fine, somebody that is excited to hear your voice and to say, you know what, I miss you, I love you, I want to be around you. That is one other thing that will help you to reduce your stress, which on the long run affects your mental health. Now let me show you something. There's some common effects of stress that I need you to understand. Maybe if you know these things, you would avoid it or you reduce the effects of stress on your mental health. Stress that is left unchecked can contribute to many health problems. Yes, it induces a lot of other things in your body. Anytime you're overstressed, anytime you have stretched yourself too high, too long, it begins to induce certain things in your body. Number one, it gives you a high blood pressure. I hope you know that blood pressure is no longer something that affects the older generation. It also affects the younger generation now. Yeah, you see people just a little above 30 having high blood pressure, having issues with their mental health. It has to do with stress. So be careful, because these effects of stress are very bad when it comes to your health and when it comes to your mental health. Number two is it gives you a heart disease. Yes, Stress causes a lot of heart disease, and you don't want to have a heart problem at this age. Not now, even whatever age it is. Avoid stress so that it doesn't affect your heart disease. Guess what? Another thing that stress affects is your diet. You begin to eat junk. For some people, they stop eating completely. Some people, they just keep eating junk. And it triggers a whole lot of other things in you. Why would you allow certain things or external things to affect you, stress you to the point where it begins to affect your health? At this point, I want to advise and I want to advocate, I want to plead with you to please reduce your stress. Now, let me tell you some physical signs of stress. If this is happening to you, just know entirely that this is stress induced. Number one, you find it difficult to breathe. You find it difficult to breathe. It's stress. It's beginning to affect some other health issues. It's beginning to trigger some other health things in your body. Number two, you have panic attacks. What are panic attacks? You just got suddenly get scared. Suddenly you're like, what's happening? You're uncertain about different things. Panic attacks can happen to you at work, can happen to you at home, and it's not the best when it comes to your health. You should avoid having panic attacks. Number three, you begin to have blurry eyesight. You begin to see that your eyesight is not so accurate. And then you discover that you can't even see well without the glasses. Yeah, you begin to see that your eyes are beginning to ache you. Those are the physical symptoms of stress. Another thing is sleeping problems. You find it difficult to sleep at night. You know, sleeping is something God has given to humanity free of charge. But when you begin to induce sleep through drugs, then there's a problem. You have been stressed. And you see, the funny thing about stress is it's curable. You can reduce it, you can avoid it. And that's what we're talking about all this. Another thing that stress causes as a physical sign is fatigue. You just get tired easily. Any small thing, you walk a few meters, you're tired. You can't just go through a staircase without breathing heavily. You're fatigued, you're tired. You get tired early in the morning. You have not done half day, you're already worn out. Those are the physical signs of stress. Another thing that it causes is muscle aches and headaches. Anytime you have constant headache, is stress induced. Watch out for constant headaches. And you see, every time you have a headache, the solution is not always taking a tablet. No. There's sometimes all you need is take plenty of water or just take some time out, 10-15 minutes, close your eyes and take a small nap. Why? All these things are physical signs of stress. Do you know that anytime you have indigestion or heartburn is also a physical sign of stress? Yeah, science has proven it, that each time you have indigestion or you have a heartburn, they're physical signs that you're stressed. You need to watch it. And the last thing that I'm going to tell you about physical symptoms of stress is chest pain. Anytime you feel a tightness in your chest, you're not certain, you're looking for air. Each time you're finding it difficult to breathe, your chest is tight. All these things are physical signs of stress. I want to plead with you. I want to beg you. I want to advocate. I want to speak to you this morning. Please take these things serious. Anytime you are stressed, your health is at risk and your mental health is being affected.
I'm walking no day for me, no day for me. I'm walking no day carry body, no day for me. This your miracle, na spectacle. I don't they lost my head, they hot. You steal my heart for this rendezvous. I want your love, waiting I go. I'm on the joke, I'm jelly. for me, for me. I'm a day no dey carry body, no dey for me.
Welcome back. This is Aloore Radio, www.alooreradio.com. On Facebook and on YouTube. You can follow us on Aloore Radio. Guess what? We're live talking about mental health, you and your mental health. And this morning our focus is on stress, the causes and effects of stress on your mental health. And we've said a lot of things about stress, what causes stress, how to manage stress, what are the physical effects, what are the emotional effects of stress, what are the symptoms of all these things on your health and on your mental health. So I'm going to give you some few tips on how to exercise, how you can manage your mental health. These are the exercises you can try that can calm you down. You know, when it comes to stress, you need to calm down. Remember that video of a young boy that was telling his mom, "Mommy, calm down." I'm telling you this morning, calm down. It's not so bad. You can't save the whole world. You can't finish everything. You're not the savior. You can't heal everybody. You can't solve everybody's problem. Everybody's problem is not your problem. Take things one at a time. And I'm specifically speaking to people that are in a place of leadership, people that are in place of authority, people that are high up in the ladder. You can't do it all. You need to learn to outsource. You need to learn to get more people to help you. Why? Because when you're stressed, you reduce your effectiveness. You reduce your capacity and ability to be effective. And that's why we're talking about these things. It's important that you control and you're in charge of your mental health. One of the things that you need to do, exercising to take when it comes to your focus, your reducing stress and focusing on your mental health, is take a break. Take a break. You know, some people don't know how to take breaks. You just don't know how to stop. You don't know how to shut things down. Let me ask you, have you ever been there when your phone, you're using your phone and you have used this phone for so long and then it just hangs? You hear people say, my phone is hanging, my phone has hung, my phone is not responding. Do you know what you do that makes that phone to respond again? What do? You shut down. You power off. You turn off the switch. That's what some of us need to do when it comes to stress. Shut down. Power off. Turn off the switch. Turn off your phone. The world will not collapse before you turn it back on. People will be trying to reach, they can't reach me. Yes, they'll leave you a message. You see missed calls, you call them back. Shut down. Learn to shut down once in a while. Learn to power off. Learn to stop. Just shut down. Power off. Turn off the switch. Why? Because this exercise will help you to unwind. It's like you want to reboot a system. Anytime a system is stressed or your laptop or your computer is stressed, it advises that you reboot, restart. At times it says this system will shut down. Why? Because it's no longer connected, it's no longer functioning well. Anytime you see that you're losing breath, you're getting fatigue, you're losing your consciousness, you're not happy, you're having issues with breathing, you're having issues with all these things, shut down. You're stressed. Each time you're stressed, you're affecting your mental health and your physical health. So it's time for you to shut down. And you see, you need to learn how to shut down. You need to learn how to tell yourself that whatever it is that is happening can wait. Because you know what? If you don't learn to control it, when it shuts you down, you will be nowhere to be found. You'll be so irrelevant. And at times, if you don't control it, it can shut you down for a whole week, a whole month, at times 2-3 weeks. You cannot do anything. So it's better you take 15-20 minutes off. At times you take 24 hours off, so you don't have to take a whole month off. It's just wisdom. It's just wisdom. That's why we keep saying that some exercises you can do to help your mental health. Take a break. Number 2, spend some time in nature. This is not something we do back here in this part of the world, but nature is good. Nature it calms your mind. It just gives you this sense of calmness. You're just there, you're just calm, you're just happy. You breathe in some good oxygen. You look at flowers, you look at the butterflies perching on the beautiful roses. It just calms your mind. There are times that I just drive myself to a garden somewhere around, and then I just sit down there, just breathe in some fresh air, take a bottle of cold drink, eat something I like, and just enjoy myself. Why? Because it's important. Because it's necessary. Because it's necessary for you to unwind. It is important for you to shut things down and just take some time out in nature. Try active relaxation. If you know how to swim, that's the best time to enter water. Just look at something around nature. Stare into the woods, stare into the green, and become a better person. You can actually improve your mental health. You can improve yourself. You can reduce your stress if you do all these things.
If many man be animal, you no go feel on a day. Oh yeah, Jesus Christi, watch over my body and soul. Oh yeah, angel grave, safeguard my body and soul. Many man, so many man, do many things for many pays. If many man be animal, you no go feel on a day.
It's imagination.
In the morning, wanna be beside ya. Make me feel so safe, I wanna lay inside ya. Your body give me fire, I don't need a lighter. I go to work for you, baby, I be a fighter. For veranda, we dey hide me ganja. Lagos to Uganda, they go know your lamba. Your body a pampa, nobody got tampa. But you blow my trumpet, you go rap a pampa. You give me sugar, you give me peace of mind always. When I see you, I'm okay. Don't wanna go take your love play. You give me sugar, to give me peace of mind always. When I see you, I'm okay. Don't wanna go take your love play.
We're live at the Oyo State Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. This is Aloore Radio. You can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Aloore Radio. On YouTube, you have us at Aloore Radio, and our website is www.alooreradio.com. You can also call in on our shows on 0903 9853 731. My name is Oyenike, and I'm your mental health advocate. This morning we'll be speaking about mental health and the effect of stress on your mental health. As we round off this morning, I want to tell you the causes, what stress that can cause when it comes to your mental health. You see, something about stress and mental health, and it's getting worse every day because an average person is not putting a lot of attention to his or her mental health. You see, it can make existing problems worse. Take, for example, if you experience lots of stress, it might lead to develop a mental health problem like anxiety, depression, or even aggression. Have you been there before when people are so aggressive? Any small thing triggers you, any small thing you are screaming on top of your voice. Nobody wants to be in the same space with you. Nobody wants to be in the same office with you. You're just on the edge. This is not a good sign when it comes to mental health. Your mental health is shaken. Your mental health is affected. Your mental health is not balanced anytime you see yourself being anxious, depressed, or when you have a traumatic period. And that's why we're asking and pleading and speaking to you that you should avoid stress. There's certain things you can do to avoid stress. We've spoken about all that. You see something about stress and psychological impact. It manifests in different ways. At times you feel like you're out of control. At times you feel like you're not on top of your game. At times you feel like the whole world is against you. No, it's because you're stressed. Your mind is stressed, your emotions are stressed. Your physical abilities are reducing gradually. And that's why we want to plead with you this morning. You don't need all this stress. You can reduce it. You can shut yourself down. You can ask for help. You can ask for support. You can take time out and just take your me time. Take care of yourself. Take a percentage of your income and just give yourself a treat. Appreciate yourself. Speak to yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. It can be done. But at the same time, when you're tired, you're tired. When you're stretched, you're stretched. This morning, I want you to hear me. And I want it to take effect. I want you to speak to yourself and make up your mind. You're going to work on your stress. You're going to reduce that stress. And you're going to improve your mental health. You need to improve your mental health. Why? Because a bad mental health will cause you to be less effective at work, less effective at play, less effective at everything you do. So you don't have a problem. You're just stressed. You don't have a curse on your head. It's just stress. Your village people are not after you. You're just stressed. And that's why we're emphasizing on the fact that your mental health is key, and stress is a major trigger when it comes to bad mental health. Alright? I'm sure I've been able to help you this morning. I'm sure you had an amazing time. I'm sure you have been able to learn one or two things about you and your mental health. And I'm going to be here again next week. I'm going to be here with another amazing episode and an amazing topic on you and your mental health. And I want you to know that each time you're stressed and you take time out, you become a better person. I'll leave you with this. Please always ask for help. Always ask for help. Asking for your help is a sign of strength and not a sign of weakness. Society has taught us that anybody that asks for help is weak. That is not true. When you ask for help, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're strong. It shows that you're on top of your game. It shows that you know exactly what you want. And guess what? Help is just around the corner. My name is Oyenike. I'm a mental health advocate, and this is Aloore Radio, transmitting live from the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. You can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Aloore Radio, on YouTube at Aloore Radio, and you can check out our website on www.alooreradio.com. And guess what? You can also speak to us on 0903 9853 731. My name is Oyenike, and I care about your mental health.
Follow me, go enjoy you. Me and you on a vacation. And I get a little. And I get a little bit of laughing.
We bring you everything from breaking news.
President must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation.
World news, sport, music,
Girl, I just want me with you like guys.
and many more. To listen